I sure do love reviewing video games on the internet. I wonder what my fantastic fans have to say about my reviews. Well, there is only one way to find out. I better check the YouTube comments! Sonic Ball is my most popular video. There's got to be some interesting comments here.
Alright, you gotta read the comments, just gotta scroll down. Yeah, what's this one? Fuck you, Sonic is the best, go suck your ass. What?
Oh. I gotta go think about some things.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time. And who can say if you love me, has your heart known, only
Well, it looks like this is my home now. The goddamn sewer. You know, if only someone would come over here to cheer me up. Like a YouTube person from Canada. But what are the odds of that?
Mr. Burke, listen to me.
Skylar from the YouTube channel Happy Fun Time, is that you?
Yes, it is I. I'm here to tell you to get out of the dumps, kid.
Why did I write this live-action segment? People don't come to my channel to see me crawl into a sewer where the audio is shit because sound is bouncing all over the place. They come to my channel because I talk about video games where the audio isn't shit.
You are a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man. Now you get out there and you make a half-assed video review on Sonic Heroes. I didn't fade back to Canada. It's like a really long way away.
You're right, Skylar. I gotta get back out there and show these people that my opinion on a video game that's over 10 years old is better than their opinion, because I use big words that I kind of know the meaning of. Sonic Heroes is a piece of shit. I think I made it pretty clear that I don't like Sonic in my Sonic Ball review, but I never actually explained why I dislike Sonic, but I do think that you deserve to know. Sonic games are a lot like Sega as a whole. During the 90s, when the Sega Genesis was out, Sega constantly had to add new peripherals to the Genesis, and it seemed like Sega was making a new console every year. Sega was a schizophrenic company. They couldn't stick to one product and make it work. That's how Sonic is. Sonic games have to keep reinventing the wheel, and the series can't stick to one gameplay style. It always has to change. First it's switching characters, then it's guns, then it's a beat-em-up, then it's the Sega CD, then it's the 32X, then it's the Neptune, so on, so on, so on. You get what I'm saying. It doesn't help that the new Sonic games tend to be broken and glitchy, along with just bad. This schizophrenic attitude towards hardware development eventually led to Sega becoming a third-party company. We've been on this path before. I would rather not put my money into a franchise that's doomed to fail. Anyway, Sonic Heroes is kind of the perfect result of that Sega hardware analogy. It's the first Sonic game not on a Sega system, and it's the first Sonic game to start a long downhill slope. The story is broken up between 4 campaigns. Team Sonic has to hunt down and find Eggman, Team Edgy has to also hunt down and find Eggman, Team Rose has to find a Chow or something, and Team Chaotix has to do missions to earn money so they can pay the rent. This is a major change from the more dark story found in the Sonic Adventure games. This isn't a bad thing though. I mean, I honestly can't take this story seriously, so Sonic Heroes going for a simpler approach was probably a smart move. Sonic Heroes' main gimmick is the fact that you can switch between 3 characters, each with different ways to make the game unplayable. There are 4 teams, but they all play the exact same. The speed characters go fast, the flight characters can fly, and the power characters can punch things. Pretty basic, but it works. Each team also has a 4th character though. I call them the annoying one. Sonic Heroes likes to show off the fact that it can render 3 whole objects on screen by having the characters talk to each other. The dialogue is mostly forgettable, but there's always that one character that just makes me cringe listening to them. Team Sonic has Tails, Team Chaotix has the Bee, and Team Edgy doesn't have any annoying characters because there's no fun allowed when you're this edgy. But that's okay because in Team Rose, every character is the annoying one, so it all balances out. I might as well go over all the characters. Team Sonic has what I like to call mascot syndrome, where the character has to be as inoffensive as possible because he's the mascot. But that makes the character incredibly boring. Despite Sonic's super rad attitude, he's boring to listen to and his words do nothing but slowly kill me on the inside. Team Edgy is composed of Edgy the Edgehog, Titbat, and an edgy redesign of the robot from Sonic Adventure 1. Team Edgy is this game's hard mode. I feel like I need to lower the saturation and add a black border on the screen whenever these characters are up, because these bright colors are too happy for a team this hardcore. Team Rose is made up of Amy the Hedgehog, Big the Cat, and Cream the Rabbit. Okay, that just sounds weird to say. Cream the Rabbit. I feel dirty. They have the easiest campaign. They're like easy mode. And then there's Team Chaotix. I'll get to them soon because they're something special. Okay, so here's the situation. You just bought a new game. Let's call it Monic Beeros. You play the game and you have a great time, but wait, it's already over. In fact, this was one of the shortest games you've ever played. But after you beat the final boss, a notification comes up saying beat the game 3 more times to unlock the real final boss. Then you realize that this game is not Monic Beeros, but it is in fact Sonic Heroes. Yep, you have to beat Sonic Heroes 4 times to get the true ending, beat it once with each team. Now this may not sound bad, in fact it justifies how short each campaign is, but each team goes through the exact same levels in almost the exact same way, with the exception of Team Chaotix because they're mission-based. However, even though each campaign is about a quarter of the length it should be, the levels make up for it by being 4 times as long. You can beat the first level of Sonic 1 in about 45 seconds, maybe less if you know what you're doing. So why is level 1 of Sonic Heroes 5 minutes long? That may not sound bad, but some of the later levels can stretch up to almost 20 minutes, which is crazy for this type of game. Is it because of the 3 characters? Do you have to have the levels extended as far as they'll go to make sure that each character doesn't feel left out? Okay, now sure. Maybe the levels are pushing it, but let's play Team Chaotix. I mean, they have different gameplay styles. Maybe it'll be better. Holy shit, fuck this team. Team Chaotix levels are scavenger hunts. At the beginning of the level, this radio tells you what to do, whether it be find 10 hermit crabs or kill every robot in the level or whatever it may be. Scavenger hunts don't work with this kind of level design. There are multiple ways to get through a level depending on if you want to spend most of your time running or flying or whatever, but a scavenger hunt forces you to take all 3 options at the same time. Why is this level 15 minutes long? Team Chaotix has a lot of backtracking, and that's done through teleporters. You can't really walk backwards in this game. Either a wall will be in your way, or you'll need to deal with the most frustrating camera controls ever. Fuck Team Chaotix. Now, I'll admit, most of this stuff can be written off as, oh Michael, you're just being a little bitch, can't handle long levels, can't handle 4 campaigns, can't handle little backtracking, go back and cry to your beloved Persona 3, and bitch about Skyward Sword. Okay, fair enough. But one thing that can't be argued, one thing that makes this game go from bad to unplayable, is the controls. Fuck these godforsaken piece of shit controls. Controlling this game is like riding a skateboard with one leg, while on ice, while trying to play Sonic Heroes. Bullshit! The controls make every jump turn into a leap of faith. They make walking on platforms over a bottomless pit suicide. Speed characters are so slippery and your momentum is all over the place. If you try to brake by pulling back on the controller, then you'll just zip backwards. Trying to pull a switch as a speed character will have you rocketing all over the place. Everything is so slippery, I feel like I should be in fly mode all the time in case I slip off the edge. Power characters aren't much better. Knuckles flies all over the place if you're trying to punch something. It's so easy to just falcon punch yourself off the edge. This game also just doesn't work very good. I ran into a number of glitches, and many parts of the game were just easy to exploit. This is my favorite glitch that I ran into. Edgy the Edgehog and Titbat are stuck on this rock, so now I can just walk around. Look at me go. Despite all of that though, the game is really easy. Each character can be upgraded, and if you get a speed character to level 3, then you win. You just win, nothing can kill you, and you one-shot everything. Sure, level 3 power and flight is cool, but they don't do too much extra. With level 3 speed, you get to hit as hard as power, and you also get to go fast. Also, 9 times out of 10, you can just walk past the enemies. I mean, sure, sometimes they're guarding a switch or whatever, but the ones that aren't, you can just walk away from them. And if this game wasn't easy enough, there's a glitch you can do to charge your Team Blast attack. Each team has a screen nuke called a Team Blast, and it's charged by fighting things and getting rings. But you can charge it all the way up with one glitch. Switch to power and just punch the air. Mash that B button until the bar fills all the way up. This is a great way to get past tough enemies in a room up ahead. Also, this game's boss fights are a joke. There are 3 different kinds of bosses: versus Eggman, versus Robots, and versus Team. Versus Team is when you fight one of the 3 other main teams in the game. It's a complete mess. I have no idea what's going on, but I won, so I must be doing something right. Versus Robots is just an army of robots I have to kill. Kind of easy, and it's made easier with the screen nuke glitch. Versus Eggman is just versus an Eggman Big Bird thing. Oh man. Look at all of that skills. Man, I am so good at this game. Wait, what? What? That's bullshit! Now, these boss fights tend to slow down my game and bring the frame rate to a crawl. Now, the slowdown is probably just because I'm playing this game on an emulator, so really, it can just be ignored. But I mean, this emulator works fine. I haven't had any problems. Man, fuck this shit. I'm done. Review's over. Sonic Heroes is not a good game, but it's also not the worst Sonic game. The game doesn't really have any redeeming qualities. Its existence on this earth is trivial, but I think the game is too stupid to know what trivial means. If I had to relate this game to a Sega peripheral, I would call it the Sega CD. Sure, it was a misstep, but who cares? It's not like we can look into the future and see the countless missteps to follow. If it fixed the controls, and if it fixed the level design, then maybe it would stand out more. But as it stands now, the game will always be remembered as the first bad Sonic game in a long and seemingly endless line of bad Sonic games. Hey, thanks for watching this video, I hope you liked it. This video is part of like a mini collab thing that I did with some other YouTubers where we would all review a 3D Sonic game. Why did we do it? I don't know, but it was fun. If you like this video, you can watch the last 2 videos that I made by clicking up here. One of them's a movie review, the other's a game review. And you can also check out the other Sonic reviews that my friends made by clicking over here. And you can also follow me on Twitter if you really want to, like if you want to see updates on the channel and if you want to stalk my personal life. And if you really like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. That'd be cool. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day.